Greetings out there in YouTube land. This is Morris, man. As always, I thank you guys for coming to my channel. Today I'm going to entitle this, I guess this is another video installment of a series that I do called Reading Between the Lines, meaning that, you're trying to do business with people on the internet to purchase musical equipment and they lying to you and they think you stupid, and it's like, come on, man. And what all of these have in common, actually all of them, unfortunately, is dealing with private sellers off of Reverb. And like I stressed in my previous video that I did, I'm going to take a break because I'm like, the last, I say 10 transactions, I say 7 of them were terribly bad. So I'm like, you know what, I'm tired of this. No honesty, no integrity, just straight out lying and showing you intelligence. And I've been on this a series of, or in search of, the rolling expansion module series. This one here is the string one. And I got this one off of Guitar Center. And Guitar Center is going to be most likely my go-to place to get equipment. I don't have to deal with private lying owners. There's no house of returns. They're not going to sell you something that just flat out ain't working. Because I did a video tangent on that called, why a grown ass man trying to sell you non-working musical gear on the internet. Reverb's full of that nonsense at eBay. Not working for parts, non-functionable. Who wants to buy somebody else's broke garbage? I don't get that. Who wants to buy? I got something that stopped working. It goes in the garbage. I'm gonna post it on Reverb. Maybe somebody to buy it. Buy it for what? So I purchased a module like this, the dance version. It's called the dance module expansion. So I paid for it on April the 17th, and I'm gonna read you me and the seller's communication because this is messed up. Okay, so I purchased it on April the 17th. I get an email from him or a response from him through Reverb on the 19th. And what some people don't realize, and I had forgot about it, just like with eBay, Reverb has a time frame for sellers to send their stuff off. Because like with you guys, when you buy my guitars, if there's some type of exception, your guitar go out the next day and I send you tracking. Even though PayPal sends you tracking because I submit that information to their database, they send you an email. I also send you an email just to let you know, to make sure that you got the tracking information. And it goes out the very next day with there's sometimes exceptions, maybe the weather. And then you get a signature required, meaning that somebody has to sign for it. So I make sure that once you pay me and I send your item out, the same day, you get your notification that it's been shipped. So he contacts me because, again, Reverb has a 72-hour window, meaning that once the buyer pays the seller got 3 days, 72 hours to ship it out. And if they don't ship it within that time, Reverb, contact you and say, hey, what's going on? You know our policy. So I purchased it on the 17th of this month. I get an email on the 18th, which is 72 days, 72 hours. And it says, hey, sorry for the slow response. I'll get this out by the weekend. I'm like, dude, you already supposed to have it out. So now I got to wait 4 additional days. So that's 7 days, man, when you're supposed to only have 3. So that's flag number 1. So I'm like, okay, it's not a big deal. I'm not in a rush for it. I'm like, okay. So then he sends me this email, a response on the same day. Actually, about a few minutes after this. And this is an insult because I'm like, so your customer's supposed to go out of his way to accommodate you. Really? So he says, alternatively, you can save the shipping and pick it up in a neighboring state. From me, I'm like, so I'm supposed to drive 100 fucking miles to save $34? And I'm going to burn that $34 out in gas. I'm like, dude, just ship my shit. I'm not going nowhere. It's the pandemic. I'm not going anywhere. And the fact that you asked me is an insult because that's going out of my way, the customer, for you, who I don't know, don't like. Okay, so after that, I told him, dude, ship this shit. So then he And then on the 22nd, which was yesterday, he said shipping today, which is Thursday. And the reason why he claimed to have shipped it today because Reverb got in his ass and said, dude, your 72 hours is up and it's supposed to have been shipped. That's the only reason why he sent this, and this was a lie, and I'm going to tell you why this was a lie, and I knew it was a lie, because normally this is how it works on Reverb. You ship the customer's item, you put that data information into Reverb, and Reverb generates an email and send it to you, say your item has been shipped, and it has the tracking down here, say click on that to track your package. I got nothing. Only thing I got was an email from him saying this shipped out today. So I immediately, within a minute of this, because this came in about 11:45, I responded back to him within a couple of minutes. Please send tracking information over things. Now, I knew this was going to happen before it happened. Again, I immediately responded to him about just send over tracking information. No response, though. The entire day went by. I didn't get no fucking email back saying, okay, here's your tracking information. So that let me know he was lying. He hasn't shipped shit. So I'm like, okay. At that point today, I said, you know what? I'm done with this nonsense. I just opted for a refund. I went into a Reverb, return section, and I explained why I want the refund. I said, seller, suppose they shipped this out in 72 hours. Then seller told me yesterday he shipped it out. I requested immediately tracking information. I got no response from him. So I don't even want to finish this deal. I'll take my business elsewhere. Now all I want is a refund since he hasn't shipped it. So he gets, he claimed he didn't, because they send them an email to that information to let the seller know that the buyer wants just a refund. So he claims he didn't get that. But he sends me this real non-coherent message. Done for today. What does that mean, and why do I need to care about what you're done for? Only thing I need is the tracking information. Here it is verbatim. Done for today, but we'll do it in the morning. I thought you just said you did it today, which was yesterday. So I'm like, come on, man. Now you're on some BS. And then in this email, he could have just sent me the tracking instead of tell me he done for today, which again, who knows, who cares? I'll do it in the morning. And I'm like, I thought you just shipped this out again yesterday. So my response was, I have no idea what this message means. All I asked for yesterday, which you didn't give me, is my tracking information. And you still haven't responded to that question. Do not ship anything at this point now. I just simply want a refund. I can't do business with you. You're a liar and you're sloppy. Then it says, I just saw your message a few minutes ago. I'm already home. I will add tracking information when I get to the desk in the morning. So now I don't get nothing till Saturday. And I'm saying to myself, you will add tracking, in the morning. I'm like, this makes no sense, because I'm sure you got internet at home and a computer. So you can go onto your Reverb site and give me that tracking information. And then you don't even have to go to your Reverb site, because if you went to the the UPS yesterday and shipped it off, you should have tracking on you now, So I will add tracking when I get home, which indicates he supposedly again shipped it, which I'll tell you in a minute. He lied. He didn't ship nothing yet. Still thinking that I'm stupid. Sorry for the inconvenience. It's been a crazy week. I don't give a shit about that, man. In business, you don't care about nothing but your product. What kind of bad day you having, or your day is busy. Unless you got shot or somebody injured, have a medical emergency. Other than that, I don't want to hear it. I don't, because it's just an excuse, and it's a poor one. So I just said, I want the refund. He said, a refund is fine too, if that's what you want. Yeah, that's what I want. So he did oblige and give me a refund. And what's interesting is when the refund came, first of all, PayPal notified me that he sent me the money back. And then Reverb sends a notification telling me that it's been refunded. And you got to give a reason why, it was refunded. And get this. This is what he said on there. The package got lost in shipping. He never shipped it. Because if he had shipped it, he would have told me after he got my refund notification, well, I've already shipped it, and I'm sorry for dragging on the tracking information, but I'll give you that tomorrow. But I actually already sent it. He never sent shit. He lied. You know, he lied. And this proves he lied, because why would you refund money if you've already shipped out the item? You know, because what would happen in that case is when they get here, I pack it back up and send it back off. He gets his item back, and then I get my refund. So he lied. I'm like, I'm done with Reverb. For a long time, I'm taking a break. I'm just going to keep eyeing stuff off of Guitar Center. And periodically, I go back and check on Music Go Round, because they do have some good stuff and good prices. But you better hope that you're lucky that the item that you purchase off of Music Go Round, that there's nothing wrong with it. Because if there is, due to no fault of your own, they're going to make you pay for the shipping back, something that they sent you not working. And then they try to pull this nonsense on you, which is illegal. And when I contacted my credit card company, it's like, yeah, we're going to get your money back, because that's illegal. They have the goal to say they're not going to refund the original shipping and handling. Like, so why you think you're going to keep $80? What is the rationale for you think you're going to keep $80? And then force me to pay another $80 to ship back something that came broke. So I'm like, that's real salty. But, from time to time, I check now for modules, because they don't cost no more than about $30 to ship. And I found one today for about $56. So they do have some pretty good prices on their items when you're lucky enough not to, I have some shipped to you that ain't to your liking, but Reverb, I'm taking an extended break from them, because I'm tired of this. I've been going through this like the last several months where I got to send shit back. Then I got people that just resisting the refund. They think they're going to keep my money and ignore me. And again, Reverb is really good about resolving that issue. They are. I give them that, because I don't knock the site. I knock the people that sell on the site. The majority of stuff on Reverb is priced at least twice as much. Sometimes 3 times more than it's worth. And I'm like, they gouging you bad. And then, you get stuff that don't work and they claim it does. And, then you got to go through Reverb, because the last module I had to ship back. And actually, I shipped it back yesterday. The guy was extremely condescending. Maybe you don't know what you're doing. Dude, I've been doing this for 30 years. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. All my other modules work, they have come after this and before this, So he kind of refused the refund. And again, Reverb stepped in and said, no, dude, you got to get this man his money back. He has posted a video on our behalf for us to show us that this shit don't work. And it's like, so you got to send us money back. I had another guy sent me, I won't even call it a guitar. It was like a bunch of wood, a clump of wood that had electronics on it and some strings. I'm like, this is extremely poor design. And he was trying to refuse my refund. And Reverb got in his ass and made him, fork over the money when I sent that piece of garbage back. So I'm like, you know what? I'm tired of going through this for the last couple of months. So no more Reverb for me. Like I said, I'm going to take an extended break. And that's going to be it. But I thought I would post this video. And I'm sure you guys found this interesting, that you read between the lines. And the lies that they tell are not even good lies. They're not even plausible lies. And they're the kind of lies that you would discover they're a lie down the line. Because when he said he shipped it yesterday, I'm like, okay, well, prove it to me by sending me my tracking. Because again, he's supposed to enter that information to Reverb's database, and then they send me a notification. And when I looked at, going through my transactions, and this was the last one, and will be for a long time, it said item has not been shipped yet. Which means he didn't enter that information because he didn't have information to send them to prove that it was shipped, because it wasn't shipped. Then at the end, at the tail end, he gonna lie, say it got lost in shipment. When you claim you just shipped it yesterday. We're tracking. So until next time, take care and thanks for watching. I do these videos, I guess, to shed light on be careful on Reverb. I rarely have any issues like this on eBay. I don't, but Reverb is the problem child. And it's like, what's going on here? Got all these people trying to sell stuff that don't work, and then they claim to sell stuff that work that don't work when it gets here. Because, and I'm going to say this and sign off, there was no mentioned in the description that that the power button was missing. You know, I couldn't really tell from the angle of the picture that they took, and I didn't see it because, I mean, most of us would do this. Most of us that are honest. If there's any kind of issues with the unit, it works but has issues, we put that shit in the header. It should have read Roland's expansion board, missing power knob. You know, I don't even think that the power knob missing was even mentioned because I didn't recall seeing it. And it wasn't like he gave a real long description of the item. I'm quite sure I didn't see it. You know, I'm like, you didn't tell me. Now I've already committed to buying this, and now I find out that the knob is missing. You know, but again, I'm going to sign off. But I don't even like doing these kind of videos because I'm like, there's just a lot of very dishonest people out there, and you got to be careful. You got to read between the lines and really pay attention to what they're saying and, what most important, what they're not saying. So on that note, I'm going to sign off. Until next time, take care and thanks for watching.